Don't let your kids watch it.
And we're going to quickly return to that delicious peanut oil fried.
This is a good segue. I guess this is kind of an I'm an asshole moment, but the truth is I am an asshole.
I'll be the judge.
So like you don't need to ponder whether or not I am an asshole. Let's just begin with I'm an asshole and go from there. Okay, so I drive about 10 or 12 minutes to a restaurant, Zaxby's, to get some food for myself and Kitty. It's a very simple order. I'd like a number 1 combo with a Coke. I'd like a number 2 combo also with a Coke. And in addition, 1 order of onion rings, sir.
And something for Kitty.
Well,
in a small
the onion
ice
rings
water.
are actually for Kitty. She really likes the onion rings. I don't love them so much. So he's like, I can't hear you through the window and everything. He's having lots of problems with his headset or something. He just can't hear me, can't get the order. So he's just like, all right, pull around. And I'm already behind cars. So it's like, well, I'll just sit here and wait next to the speaker that apparently doesn't work. So that didn't make me mad at all. I didn't care a bit about that. Got to the window. Big fat cunt. Big fat motherfucker. This dude is huge. Big fat motherfucker. And he's real bad at his job. He's got an effeminate voice. He's like, I just don't know what I'm doing with this headset. And he's just like, he can't make my drinks. Like he can't. So like this really hot girl comes over. She starts making the drinks. I don't care about Fatso anymore. I'm more interested in the cute girl. I'm like, I'm going to have to come back here more often. This girl's really pretty. She gives me my drinks. Eventually he gets my food to me. I leave. I get almost to the on-ramp of the interstate, and I'm like, let me slide my fast food into this. I have a heat bag that zips up that keeps the food warm because it's a 10-minute drive and it's Kitty's food. So let me slide my food into its heat bag and zip it up. Oh, shit. Only 2 plates of food. Should have been 3. Where are my onion rings? So I go back, get back in the drive-through line. Not really mad at all. This shit happens. It's fast food. Get to the window. Get to the speaker. Hey, can I take your order? It's like, just here to pick up the onion rings that you left out. Okay, pull around. I really don't have much of a choice. So I sit there through the line again, 6 or 8 cars, get to the window. No apology at all. No apology at all. He just kind of hands me these onion rings.
Like you're annoying him.
Yeah.
Like you inconvenienced him.
So I take the onion rings, go on my way. Didn't give me any straws to my drinks either time. Get to the exit of Zaxby's, about to pull into the highway, and I'm like, you know what, these feel a little light. These onion rings feel a little light. Because like at Zaxby's, if you order onion rings, you get like 30 rings. Like they fill a styrofoam plate up that's like this big. It's like it's rectangular. It's longer than it is wide. They give you a bunch. There's always leftover, and they're really good onion rings. Pop the top. Let's check these out. There's about 8 of them in there. About 8 fucking onion rings in my box. He's wasted too much of my time now. It's been half an hour on this journey, and haven't even started on my way home. And I'm just like, all right, that's it. Put the car in reverse. Just like back into a parking space. I'm going in. Go in with my onion rings, and I'm just a boiling vessel of rage. And there's a pretty girl though, and I'm like, hey, is your manager here? I need to speak to someone. He's like, I can help you. I was like, really want to talk to the manager. And I hear someone in the back, and she goes like, Karen, someone wants you. And a 22-year-old girl with braces comes out. See, already there will be no satisfaction had here today unless I earn it. So I say to her, hey, these are my onion rings. I had to go through the line twice. This is my 3rd trip back here. That's not a full order of onion rings. That guy's really bad at his job. He's not able to take the orders or even get them straight, and he doesn't know the menu. And he gives me a look. And I didn't like the look. And I said, that's right, fat boy.
You said that?
You're bad at your job. And she acted like I called him a nigger or a kike or started talking about the Third Reich or something. She was like, whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! And I'm like, what? I didn't know they made uniforms that big. Oh, wait, they don't! Because his uniform is stretched over his enormous body. And he turns away then. No more smirk from his smart ass. And she's like, you get back here. I got a thing or two to say to you. And I'm like, good night, braces. Because she had braces on. I guess that's a bit of a slut. Good night, braces. And I left. And I don't think I can ever go back to Zaxby's after that now.
Now who's mean to wait staff? Huh? Don't they mess up your order? Did they make you wait too long? Huh? Who's mean to wait staff now, Kyle?
I'm always, I will be incredibly mean to wait staff if me over like 2 or 3 times. You have more of a spontaneous rudeness.
That's so unfair. That's so unfair.
Woody's is a little more organic.
Everybody uncomfortable. Where I was like, I hope she doesn't spit in my food because of what he said.
They just make this up, people. They like to fuck with me on this.
See, Kyle, like the thing about like you having to go in there a third time, you can't even go back into a restaurant, fast food or not, a third time and expect your food or expect any kind of satisfaction, because even if they bring you out a delectable tray of onion rings, you still have no confidence that the crack team of food specialists back there didn't fuck with your food. Because they would have fucked with it. Those people, you think that the barista's manager is going to get on to the fat guy that she's defending if he were to rub his nutsack on one of the onion rings? Like, no, of course not. Like, I don't know.
That was part of it as well. Like, as soon as I got there, the girl was like, "Oh, I'll get you some more." And I said, "It's not about the rings anymore." I walked in here knowing that I would have no onion rings tonight, man. like that's gone. That's like in a battle scene in Game of Thrones where someone's like, oh no, it's more like what is it? It's fucking Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid when they're on the cliff face and they're all pinned down and the bullets are ricocheting all around them, and he's like, we got to jump into the river off the cliff. It's like 200 feet down, and one of them's like, but I can't swim. He's like, you fool. The fall will probably kill us. Like, it was one of those moments. That I didn't care about the rings. There were no rings going to be produced. I needed satisfaction.
Yeah, sometimes it's good just to complain.
I feel a little bit bad for calling the guy fat, but he was a grown adult and he was very fat.
So from an accuracy standpoint, spot on.
No, I'm saying he wasn't a child or anything. He was an adult. He can fucking take it. You know, if he
The thing about her getting wildly offended when you called him fat, I hate that same technique used around a curse word. Yeah. Or what's worse yet is you say hate. Every once in a while, I'd be like, oh man, I hate this. He said hate? Oh my gosh, it's so terrible to have hate in your heart. You cannot like something, but to hate is just vile. And all of a sudden, the topic is about me hating something. This is not a word that has tremendous depth and meaning to me. I hate some stuff. It doesn't
I don't feel that well.
It's a convenient way out for that manager, at least in this example, where there was no way to justify it and be like, yeah, sorry, I just don't have a good control on my team. Like, we're just not very good at what we're doing here. Like, as soon as you gave her an out of, you like that fat ass? Like, she's like, oh, thank God. All right, I don't have to take responsibility for my actions. I can now pretend to be offended.
You wanted more.
With victimhood comes power, and so now I'm good.
She was following me out. Get back here, sir. And it's just like...
What a manager of a fast food restaurant follows customers out.
And it's crazy because they had a shooting there. Like, that's where the cops got shot in Livonia.
We watched that on the show.
Yeah, we watched. It seems like she'd be scared to go outside chasing some maniac who just stormed out of a store over some onion rings, right?
That's why that happens.
Just cursed us all out over onion rings, lady. Like, are you really want to follow him out there? He's clearly a bit of an asshole.
They do it about curse words too. I do feel a little bit bad
about what I said to him, but my outrage was genuine, and I really do think, at least in some small way, he was trying to fuck me over when he gave me that light box of onion rings, because it was just so night and day difference. It wasn't like a little light. It was like a spiked box of onion rings.
And you know that guy is the kind of guy who notices the weight and girth of fast food items. That guy is a Rain Man of sorts. If you put just put a plate and then put any assortment of Zaxby's food on there, and that guy can keep his eyes closed and be like, that's 920 calories, 2 butter biscuits, 1 fried chicken wing, and is that mashed potatoes, and no gravy. Interesting. Like that kind of shit. Like
boneless or traditional wing? Boneless. He's got it.
He starts clicking his tongue like a bat, like. I can hear the bones resonating. These are bone in. These are bone in.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
That's right, fat boy.